There is a specific weight to a hand-drawn world that digital assets rarely capture, a sense that every frame of animation was a deliberate choice rather than a calculated interpolation. Fallentear, the Ascension leans into this artistic ambition with a ferocity that demands your attention from the opening cinematic. Fallentear. The Ascension is a 2D open-world Metroidvania developed by Winter Crew. It places you in the role of Hira, a young boy with a mysterious lineage, traversing the sprawling, high-fantasy world of Rawa. Currently in early access on PC, with console versions planned for the full release, this is a title built for those who value technical combat and expressive movement. If you've spent the last few years chasing the highs of Ori and the Will of the Wisps or Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, this is aimed directly at your demographic. The mechanical identity of Fallentear is defined by its speed and its Ascension systems. Combat is fast, fluid, and remarkably tactile. Hira doesn't just swing a blade, he moves with a weightless aggression that feels immediately responsive. The game introduces an interesting wrinkle early on, a branching progression choice where you must decide between unlocking a dash or a double jump first. This choice fundamentally dictates your initial path through the world, providing a sense of agency often missing from the genre's traditionally linear power-up curves. Beyond basic combat, the fated bond system is the game's standout innovation. As you explore, you rescue and bond with various allies who join your hub. These aren't just flavor characters. You can equip up to 3 companions to provide passive buffs and unique active abilities. Using a rush gauge your entire party for a coordinated, fated rush, which feels like a rewarding payoff for a well-executed combo. However, the complexity of these systems does come with a caveat. The sheer number of meters mana, rush, and health can occasionally lead to visual clutter during high-intensity boss encounters, making it difficult to track specific cooldowns in the heat of the moment. Visually, the game is stunning. The hand-drawn environments of Rawa are layered with a level of detail that makes the world feel ancient and lived in. There is a Ghibli-esque vibrancy to the lush forests and sun-drenched ruins, but it's tempered by a darker, more industrial undercurrent in the alchemical laboratories. The character animations are exceptionally smooth, with a level of frame-by-frame detail that ensures Hira's movements feel like a natural extension of the player's input. Performance on PC has remained remarkably stable, maintaining a consistent frame rate even when the screen is filled with elemental particle effects and multiple enemy sprites. Sound and music. The soundscape does a heavy lifting in establishing the game's atmosphere. The music transitions seamlessly from somber, melodic exploration themes to high-energy, driving orchestral tracks during boss fights. The sound effects provide the necessary clink and thud that gives the combat its punch. The inclusion of full voice acting for the fated Bond's characters is an unexpected but welcome layer of polish, giving the companions distinct personalities that make the Bond system feel less like a mechanical upgrade and more like a narrative partnership. The story follows Hira's quest to find his missing family and uncover the truth behind his Ascension powers. While the orphan with a secret destiny trope is well-worn territory, the world building here is surprisingly deep. The lore regarding the corrupted elemental gods and the history of Rawa is delivered through enviro, dialogue that rarely feels like an exposition dump. The pacing of the mystery is well managed, providing just enough information to keep you pushing into the next region. The strongest asset here is the synergy between the exploration and the bond system. Finding a new ally doesn't just give you a new move, it often opens up new tactical possibilities for how you handle regular mobs. The boss design is another high point. They are visually intimidating spectacles that require a technical analysis of patterns rather than just raw stat checking. The world design is also highly interconnected, rewarding players who use the map pinning system to track secrets they can't yet reach. On the critical side, the UI and map layout can be frustratingly unintuitive. The central hub uses a teleporter-based layout that can make navigation feel disjointed compared to the seamless flow of the rest of the world. There is also a steep difficulty spike in the mid-game that feels less like a natural progression and more like a sudden wall. potentially forcing some players into an unintentional grind for XP and masteries to keep their stats competitive. For an early access title, the amount of content is impressive. With roughly 15 to 20 hours of gameplay currently available across 10 distinct regions, it feels like a substantial experience. The level of polish in the art and combat system suggests a high production value that justifies its price point, especially compared to more bare-bones releases in the same genre. Fallentear, the Ascension, is a bold, visually arresting Metroidvania that successfully carves out its own space through its unique companion mechanics and high-speed combat. It is perfect for genre veterans who want a more system-heavy experience without sacrificing fluid platforming. While the UI and early game pacing have some rough edges that need smoothing out before the final release, the foundation is incredibly strong. I'm giving Fallentear, the Ascension, an 8.2 out of 10. It is a fair and balanced score that recognizes its immense artistic and mechanical potential while acknowledging the minor structural flaws inherent in its current state. If you found this breakdown of Rower helpful, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more technical reviews. For today's question, when playing a Metroidvania, do you prefer a solitary experience like Hollow Knight, or do you enjoy having a party of companions to back you up? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.